Tom Petty, what a killer song, American Girl. And this goes out to Skype student Alex, who's really a big Tom Petty fan. And the guitar player Mike Campbell is really, the way his mind thinks, I'm really digging it. Tuning is standard of this. There's lots of little layered things he does. There's a part where he goes, what is it? Now that's being layered over the verse. Anyways, I'll show you both those parts. But first, make sure you take a second and subscribe to this channel so we can hit 200,000. We're almost there, guys. And shout out to you subscribers already. Appreciate each and every one of you. Keep your requests coming in. But yes, take a second, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Very active channel. Okay, so the tuning in this is standard. And the first thing I'm going to show you is the very first part, which is what Tom Petty plays. And it's a D major chord, but he's hammering on the G to the A note. In other words, go 2E, 3B, open G, and open D. And what you're going to do is strum those four. After you strum them, hammer your index finger down to the 2nd fret. That's our A note. And then strum twice after that. So it sounds like this. Do it again. Now that keeps going as Mike Campbell plays this, what I call like a drone note. I love stuff like this. What he captured were a root note lower D, an octave D, and then another octave D. So you end up with this. Okay, but the trick to that is, with the angle of your index finger, you want to mute over the B string. So it should be dead. So you just hear those three. His strumming is interesting. The best way to explain it, the first one, put that aside because he only does it one way there. But all the rest he's going 1E and a 2E. Let me see. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 4E and that's called 16th notes in music. So I'm hitting everything except the E and A string. And I'm alternating down up. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 4E and so the strum, if you just want to work on that with muting or whatever, just to work on the strum hand. Little accents here and there that he does, but you know, I think you'll fall into the groove of it once you try it a few times. Okay, so we got the first two parts. Now it drops into the verse. There's 4 chords here: D major, E major, a walk up to G major, and an A major. Real common chords, right? We call them the campfire chords. So you know the D because we just worked on that. 2, 3, 2, open. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. That's your beat. If you hit the A, it's fine because the D major chord has an A in it. But be careful with string 6. As a matter of fact, when you see players with their thumb over the top, it's usually serving a purpose. And after you play for a while, you don't even realize you're doing it. But I'm muting that. That way I can hit all the strings. Unless you want to isolate the A, which in this case, it's really like it's in there sometimes and it's in there not. But you know you're safe because it's in the chord. So 1, 2, 3, da, da, da. And then we go to E major. From the top down, it's open, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open, open. Pay attention to angles of fingers, guys. If the finger is leaning down too much, it's going to mute out a string. And when you're strumming something, your ear may not hear it because it'll still sound good, but you don't want to rob yourself. So if you're kind of new on these chords, always play them as an arpeggio. And what I mean by that is just pick each note in that chord. And we're listening for clarity, right? So in this case, you don't want this, because I could still strum it. Most of you probably can't hear the difference, but it is in there. You're going to need a nice full chord if you really focus on the muting, okay? So we have D major to E major. 1, 2, 3, da, da, da. 1, 2, 3. Now there's a walk up. You'll go 1, 2, 3, da. It's E to F sharp. That's open E, 2nd fret E. And then the G major is the 3-finger version, which most chord books, when you buy them, show this version. As time goes on, a lot of players drift away from putting this B note in it, but it's there. From the top down, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open D, G, B, 3rd fret, high E. Same beat. You're going to go 3 times. But we're walking up to it, so you got to be ready to go. If you have to, slow it down. But push yourself to get that timing in the rhythm. If you guys just go over that and subgroup it for 5 minutes, do it, it will be worth it. Let's play it up to there. D, E, walk up to G. See, I'm a poet. Didn't even know it. And then A major is open A, 2nd fret D, G, and B. You can do the fingering how you want on that. And then open high E. Where people make a mistake here, and sometimes it doesn't matter, sometimes it does. In this case, it's a nice full chord. Is the finger that's playing the B string ends up muting the high E. So you got to work on the angle of your finger. The knuckle coming down needs to come in a downward approach onto that neck. Okay, that's the verse. So let me play that a couple times too, or at least once. Let's do it again. Now, the Mike Campbell overdub for this. Well, I don't know if I should call it overdub, but this is his track. You're going to go 2G, 3B, and 5E. And basically it's a power chord. It's the 1 and the 5. No third in it, okay? Like a D major would have a root 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so on this, it just really works nice with what Tom Petty's playing. So you're going to strum that 3 times. It's the same rhythm as Petty's doing on the verse. Move that whole thing sharp a whole step. Sharp means higher. Whole step is 2 frets. So now we're doing 4, 5, 6. So this one goes over this. E major is 4, 5, 7. So reality, there's a well, an E5 chord for you. You can call it a power chord, even though it's not how you're used to hearing them. So we have, and then we go to G, which is 7, 8, 10. And A, which is 9, 10, 12. With my index, I'm muting string 4. So we're talking a lot about muting in this lesson because you want to get your chords as clean as possible. You got to be a solid rhythm player. All right, so we have, let's do both parts, Tom's, and then we'll do Campbell's. Here we go. By the way, when you run through the verse, say Tom Petty's part, it goes through that twice, but at the end of the second one, you stay on that A major an extra time. So let's come off the G. This is the second time through. Double up on that. And I think next time it might go 4 times. So that's all I was going to teach in this. The chorus is like a, what is he doing? If you want to mess with those, just the basic outline is G major, oops, 3-finger G major, A major, D major, B minor, which I haven't showed you yet, bar the 2nd fret from string 5 through 1, go 4th fret D and G, 3rd fret B. That's a B minor, 5th position, or 5th string for the root, bar chord. Check it. There's all 5. String 6 is being muted with the tip of my index. Here's why. One sour note ruins the whole chord, right? So mute that sucker. Back to G, A, D, Indeed. And there you have it. Great song. I love Tom Petty. Rest in peace. We're losing a lot of our heroes, right? Big old jam session in heaven going on now. Okay, so like I said, our focus is in this lesson. A lot of people like to call these campfire chords, you know, down in this area. So many amazing songs have been written, hit songs, just using these basic campfire chords, right? They're so important. It's kind of a foundation, building block that all guitar players need to know. The sooner the better. So that's holding your whole rhythm down. Okay? And then we got our secondary guitar parts in there. If you have a looper pedal or something and you want to experiment with that, playing Tom Petty's part, record that, and then come back over the pedal, play the pedal, or play it back on your looper, and then throw in the Campbell part. All that stuff. But focus on that mute through everything you're playing, not just in this song. I don't care what song you're playing. It's just important. Even if you're using distortion, it doesn't matter. Clean channel, distortion, acoustic, even bass guitar. So, all right. By the way, I do teach on Skype. If you're interested in guitar or bass lessons, they're hour lessons, same day, same time each week, Pacific Standard Time. My website, I'm using Patreon for that. Shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys for your support. Something I haven't talked about in a while is my PPG lessons. I stumbled across them. I used to advertise and I just stopped over the years. I don't know why. Well, I kind of do. A lot of stuff is going on there. Priority prepaid guitar lessons. Basically, you get cuts in the wait list with your song request. It's not a full song, just a few parts of it within 3 days. That's called PPG lessons. And what's my last one? CVT and CT guitar and bass lessons. That's tabs and video of whatever it is you want to learn, transcribed by me or written by me onto tab paper and in detail, scanned and sent to your email. That's a CT lesson, custom tabs. CVT is custom video tabs. You get a video with that. Got my new tab sheets today, man. Check them out. Nice and clean. So, I'll be working on that later. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. Your support over the years since 2012. Yes, I still get involved and comment and hit hearts and all that. You guys are funny, man. Some of the things you say on my channel. But I do appreciate you all. And have fun. Keep rocking. See ya.